This is the Hull London Study Centre. We're launching today with our first 3 programs, postgraduate taught master's programs in business management, supply chain and logistics, and digital marketing and advertising. This is a new centre. We're focused on creating for you the best, the most superlative teaching experience we can. There's a very strong focus on employability and professional networking, professional links at what we do.
Our centre is right in the heart of London at the centre of student life in the city, and we look forward to welcoming you to study here.
Students joining us from Pakistan, India, Nigeria, Angola, Bangladesh. So come and join us here right in the heart of London and take part in our programs.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Victor. I'm a senior recruitment officer in EN Global. And EN Global is a recruitment agency. We've been in the business in Nigeria here for over 5 years now, and we've got our offices in different places in the world. We have in Nigeria here, we have a branch in Lagos, we have in Abuja, we have in Ibadan, and we have other places too in our head office in the UK. We have in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and some other places like I just mentioned, but a few. And yes, EN Global is a multinational company. We've been recruiting for a while now, and I can tell you that we are good at what we do. Yes, yeah. And here with us today we have Javeria from the University of Hull, London. She is joining us today on this one, and she would be telling us a whole lot that we need to know. So if you're out there and you are watching, please, if you have any question while the live session is going on, please do also drop comments, your questions, and whatever it is. She will be here to give answers to every of the questions today. All right, so please, Javeria, you have the floor now. Thank you.
Hello, hi. Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you. It's really good to be here. Hi, everyone. My name is Javeria RabNawaz Khan. I'm Associate Director at University of Hull London Study Centre, which is in collaboration with Cambridge Education Group. So you can see both the logos behind me. They are the 2 collaborations who are running University of Hull London Study Centre. EN Global is one of our global partners. I have been working very closely with them for about a year now, ever since Hull London Study Centre was born. We signed up our collaboration with EN Global, and we have been recruiting with EN Global from different nationalities. Like Victor told you, we are very active in India, we are very active in Bangladesh, Pakistan has been activated now. Nigeria is one of our very, very close partnership. I work very closely with Victor. We keep talking about gym gears and stuff. So yeah, that's one of those things. And we are working very, very closely with EN Global. Reason being, like Victor said, they are global recruitment providers. They recruit students from different locations of the world into different locations of the world where universities are based, like UK, USA, Europe, Canada, Australia, I believe everywhere. EN Global is our very close gold partner for recruitment from different nationalities for University of Hull London Study Centre. And our colleagues are highly trained. We keep talking to them. We stay in touch with them. They attend regular training sessions with us. They have all the capacity and all the resources to give you all the right kind of information that is needed for University of Hull London Study Centre if the students want to make a decision to come and join the university. So now today, thank you very much, EN Global, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to speak with the students and to inform them a bit more about what University of Hull London is about and how do we operate. And if there are any questions coming in, I will be very happy to answer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And before then, aside from University of Hull London, we are also partnered with several very reputable universities in the UK. Over 60 reputable, schools in the UK like that. And as the time goes on, we're bringing most of them to life here. But for today, it's this Hull University. And yes, I've got a few questions. Just in a nutshell, can you tell us the history of University Hull London? What can you say about that?
Yes, of course, of course. So the University of Hull main campus is based near York. It's based within the city of Hull. City of Hull itself is very, very famous because technically it's a port city. So lots of ship building and lots of things that they people would want to do for imports of goods and for the trade. So shipping was mainly done at Hull in those years, in old times. And then when the warfare ships came into became a big part of the wars, then the Hull was the city which used to prepare all the big warships for sea warfare. And you can identify with the name of Hull. What does Hull mean? So Hull is the name of the city, and Hull is basically the base of the big ship, the big sea ship. The base, the triangle that you see at the very end of the any sea ship is called Hull. So Hull is a very, very old city. It has been part of lots of World War One and then World War Two, and lots happened there.
Yeah.
And it's an old contemporary city, which means if you go into the city and you ask for University of Hull, you will practically find it everywhere because the university is so much spread out within the city, and it's a very contemporary red brick building. Since 19,
Wow.
it was they are probably going to celebrate their 100th anniversary on 2027 because it was established in 1927. So it's 98 years old. It was initially a college, like every old contemporary British university was, and then they kept growing, and then they kept adding new faculties into it, and they enjoyed the status of the university. The university, the main big forte about the university that I would like to tell you about, and which also incorporates very big time with our Hull London campus, because Hull University of Hull is based in the city of Hull, which is about 4 hours away, 5 hours away from London. And they wanted
Wow.
their presence in London because we know London being one of the very sorted out cities for international students and for work
Yeah.
placements and everything. So they wanted a
Exactly. Yeah.
presence of themselves in such a big metropolis. That they didn't want to lose the opportunity. So this is where Cambridge Education Group comes into the whole play. And University of Hull said, well, let's do it in collaboration, because we were already running pathway, the foundation for University of Hull for a very long time. So University of Hull is a very, very strong partner with Cambridge Education Group. We run the foundation program. We now are partners with their Hull London Study Centre. Their online masters is available with Cambridge Education Group using CEG Digital. So Hull is a very, very strong, very old partner for us.
Obviously.
And the university is like old, contemporary. They strongly believe in hands-on experience. Every student has to have the experience, not only presentation and the books. Everybody gets to do the projects. The teachers are very involved. We understand these are international students. They're going to need more help. They need more help than the British students
Yeah.
who've already been into this education system for a very long time. So what we do is, in every class, there are only 40 students, because University of Hull wanted all the teachers to give very strong, very, very aligned one-on-one support to all the international students. So in Hull campus,
Wow.
London campus, we have students from Nigeria, we have students from Ghana, from South Asia, from Southeast Asia. We're also working with a few Middle Eastern countries. So it's a combination of international students where they all come hand in hand, and they all have same challenge. It's their very first time to go into a British education system.
Yeah.
So they're all in it together, and they need lots of support and lots of help, and we understand that. So we are
Yeah.
offering a lot of help and a lot of support, and like hand holding the students, telling them how to write a research paper, how to do assessments, how to do assignments, what kind of work opportunities would be available for them. And then University of Hull has got great accreditations in terms of their business school.
Good.
So a student who is studying logistics and supply chain, they automatically are accredited with the logistics and supply chain institutes where Hull has strong connections with. So they get access to free of cost workshops, free of cost. They can attend their events. They can do work, try and find internships. So everything that happens at Hull main campus is happening at Hull London.
Wow. Wow. Wow, that's good. To start with, I must say, Hull, University of Hull has a very interesting history. Yeah, it has
Yes,
a very
it's very
interesting history.
interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting. And I hope those ones listening are also enjoying this story. All right, so that brings me to my next question, even though you had at some point touched the question here, because there's something I get from students each time they come to me, they want to ask questions like, okay, as an international student, when I go to University of Hull, London, how easy would it be for me to survive in that environment? You understand? That fear of, okay, I'm going to a foreign land. I understand very well that Hull, London is a place where students from different, all over the world is there. Different languages, Nigerians, Ghana, are there. So I tell them this, that when you get to Hull, London, you get to meet a whole lot of people. You get to meet your people, not just people, but people that speaks your dialects, like your tribe there. So, and that's it. But I think hearing from you now will be more convincing. Yeah. So I wanted to tell them, what does it look like for an international student? What's the environment like for them? And how easy do you think it is for them to cope and survive with time?
I think the most interesting part of all this question is the collaboration between Cambridge Education Group and University of Hull. Cambridge Education Group, we all know, is a pathway provider. They have been providing pathways like foundations and international year one with about 11 to 15 universities globally since a very long time. It's been years. It's my 13th year at CEG right now. So, why would Hull want to collaborate with a pathway provider to run their London campus, to run PG courses? Reason being, CEG understands what are the requirements or the needs of an international student are. Because we have been dealing with international students for a very, very long time. And we know the regions we recruit from. So where we provide support to them is when we go out and we meet people like you, we introduce the university to you, and then you are the counselors talking to the students, telling them about it and giving them an option and ideas to come and study there. Reason being, we are, University of Hull London is working very closely with CEG is because our forte has been managing and recruiting international students for a very long time. We have connections with people like you, with companies like EN Global, where we know the students who would want to study abroad would want help, and these are people are here to help them. So this is our step number one. This is what shows that Hull London is so strong and so engaged and so dedicated to international students that they have got people like you and companies like EN Global, where we train you, where we train the counselors, you have my mobile number. I'm just one phone call away from you, right? So if a student has a question, you need to pick up the phone and call me and I'll tell you that. So this is our step number one towards international student and their welfare and what's good for them, understanding their requirements and their needs. If you call me and you say, I have a student, he has that many grades, he has that much budget, Javeria, if they want to do supply chain, what should we do? I'm going to tell and explain to you how is this course good and beneficial for the student. So the step number one is the recruitment of international students from different countries is being taken care by us. And we are people who have been working with international students for a very long time. I understand what a Nigerian student wants. I understand what a Pakistani or a South Asian student would want. The needs and requirements are very different from each other, yet it's almost the same.
Sure.
This is where we come into play. Now, number two, how are international students, so if we know how to deal with international students and what their needs are, what are we doing? What we are doing is there are not more than 40 students in one class. We don't believe that a Nigerian student or a South Asian student or a South Asian student, they have done their whole education in their home, at their homeland. And now suddenly when they come to the UK, they know everything about the British education system. This is unrealistic expectation from a student. This is unrealistic pressure on students. So what we do is, rather than just throwing them into a classroom, a lecture theater of 300 students, which normally happens at all the big universities, and every PG student has to find and navigate their own way out. And If they ask something, they hear, oh, you have done bachelor's and you are a PG student, you are a senior student. You don't even know that. This lowers, this is a very big hit on their confidence. They have gone, they have invested money and time, they have gone to UK to learn, not to be like asked question if they don't know anything. At our campus, we all know, we, the teachers, the lecturers, the dean, the student service advisor, even the counselor, we all know it's a very new education system for them. It's a new life for them. No matter they are 40 years old, no matter they're 38 years old, it's a big life-changing decision for them, right? Everything is different, from food, from bed, from roads, from communication, commute, everything is different. So this is where we come. We hold their hand. We tell them it's okay if you have already worked for 12 years and you are 56-year-old and you have got an experience and you are older than me, it's fine. It's your very first time migrating into a new country, adopting to a new way of life, a new way of education, a new way of working. So this is where we come and play, where we have the experience, our academia, our teachers, our dean, our student support advisors, people like me. We are there to be with the student and tell them, you tell us what you need to learn and what you don't know, and we'll tell you. So this is point number 2, where we help and support all the international students and why we are better for them. Now we step into number 3, which is getting settled into the life and finding jobs, like odd jobs, maybe 20 hours a week.
Yeah, very important.
This is where we come and play again. So the campus, the people, they all know that these international students would need help to find jobs so they can make some money and they can sustain in the UK. For that, we have got placement centers. For that, we have got people who get lists and lists of all kind of jobs coming around the area, especially the area where we are in. It's Bloomsbury Square. It's academic hub of London. There are so many coffee shops and pizza shops and lots to do there. So we offer these kind of help to the students. And even after, now my 4th point where we help international students is to improve their resume or CV. So imagine, Victor, if I come to you as a student and I tell you, well, I went to the UK, I did 1 year of master's, I need a job now. So you would say, okay, you have done 1 year of master's in the UK, but what else have you been doing in this 1 year? And if I tell you, okay, I have baked 56 pizzas and I have delivered 500 burgers because I was just working for money, this is not going to impact any of your decision, or you won't think I'm most suitable. But this is where another thing comes in play. See, I told you these courses are designed for international students. So the classes are only twice a week.
Only twice a week.
Only twice a week. Reason being, we want to give all the students an option and liberty to have 3 working days to improve their portfolio and their resume. How? So if a student is doing MSc Logistics and Supply Chain Management, we have 3 or 4 different accreditation bodies at University of Hull, which means the student automatically gets accredited with them. So they have access to all the webinars, all the events, all the seminars, all the workshops happening under that accreditation body. And they can also put it on their resume and they can say, well, I'm accredited with this and I have attended 4 workshops with them, free of cost. They don't have to pay.
Brilliant.
Same goes for supply chain management. Same goes for business management. Same goes for digital marketing. So this is where we come in place. So if you look at a combination, I think there is no one better than us who know and take care of international students and their needs.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And for those asking those questions, I just hope you're online and you're listening to this. University of Hull London is a place to be. I think it's a place where when you're there, you feel safe. You've got hope for the future. I mean, you're not wasting the whole 1 year and your money is not a waste. These guys are there expecting you, they have a handful of package, for you. That's beautiful. And then again, there's something you said. You said there's 2 days, so that's 2 days to be in class, and the other day they have it just 2. Now I want to know, the UK government says 20 hours, 20 working hours.
Yeah.
And with that, so many students wants to know how far can they go with that 20 hours. And now coming to the University of Hull, and Hall is giving them about 3 extra days. So that's, and I believe most of the students came in with a student visa that restricts them from doing so many things as a student. So I would like you to throw more light on that. So this will help the students to be guided and not be carried away. At least whatever they're doing, they still be within the law. And they shouldn't just forget the objective of that extra days being given to them. You get. So please, I don't know if you have anything to say.
Yeah. The first thing that I say to everyone, please abide the rules, abide the laws. If a student is caught working more than 20 hours on a PG degree, they can be restricted for 10 years. It's a 10 years ban to enter the UK. We all know that, right? Or they won't be able to even get their PSW, or they won't be able to get any future jobs, because UKVI keeps a very, very strong eye on this. Sometimes student believes, oh, I'm working extra, it's okay, nobody's going to tell them, they won't know. They know, guys, they know, they have it, right? They have everything on their system. So, every student in Hull, London is allowed to work 20 hours a week. 20 hours is your weekend. So any student who is allowed to work 20 hours a week, if you work 10 hours on Sunday and 10 hours on a Saturday, it completes 20 hours. What some students do, they just split 2 hours into 5 days in a week, and then they finish their working hours. Nobody should overwork, but how are we going to help them? So the classes are twice a week. The 3 days that are work days and free, they are not for them to do work and increase their 20-hour work allowance and then get caught. What I was telling you about all the accreditations and all the associations that are associated with University of Hull students, it's London. Why do you want to be in London? Because there are so many opportunities. The first thing every student should be looking out for, please, if they listen to me, I can promise you, you'll have a good future in the UK. Utilize those 3 days a week for at least one term. One term is 3 months. Please do free of cost internship. Or tell them, we don't want you to pay us. We just want experience, and we want experience letter. Please do that. So then the first term, all you need to do is unpaid internships. In the second term, the 3 weeks or days of the week which are free, I'm talking about the weekdays you are working. Every student is working on weekdays, right? The 20 hours, they need to make money. We know that. So in term 2, the 3 days a week that are available, along with unpaid internships, which might turn into paid internships, because imagine if a student has a 3 months of unpaid internship experience, people would want to pay them a bit more now than people are to the right? So, in the second term, what they can do is they can do some internship, which would be paying them a little bit, but then they are going to combine it with free of cost workshops or webinars or whatever is happening around the university. Don't miss any. Having classes 2 days a week, they need to come or wherever they are living. There are lots of things. Now, after COVID, it's a global world. Everything happens online. You just need to sit in your house and you get access to everything. So attend the workshops, the webinars, the association things, and the networking is important. From second term onward, networking is important. They just need to network a lot. And when third term they would come, then they would have one big project to do that they would be doing. So imagine after 1 year with University of Hull, London, they will have a master's degree in hand. And on the other hand, they will have a resume which would tell the employer that, if they joined us in January 2025, in the whole year of 2025, they did a degree, they did 2 internships, they attended 7 webinars, 8 seminars, right? So this is going to accumulate. So imagine, even if you are an employer and you are hiring, would you hire someone like me who has just gone to the UK and did 1 year of degree and came back? Or are you going to hire someone like you who was studying and working and were developing their resume at the same time?
Sure. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for that one. And please, we've got so many questions coming in already. But before we go into that question, I'll ask just one more question before going to the. Okay, please. What can you say about, I guess, students who want to come to University of Hull, and most of them would want to ask, "Can I get a scholarship?"
Yes, absolutely.
Our
courses are £17,000, and we are offering a flat scholarship of £2,000. So the offer letter the student will get would be of £15,000. But I have got some extra £1,000 scholarships available. They are with me. If a student is really interested and they want an additional scholarship, please, EN Global team is working very closely with all of us. All the counselor would need to do is just pick up their phone, give me a call, discuss the portfolio of the student, and why does Victor or the counselor believes this student deserves some extra scholarship, and I'll give it to them.
Yeah, so you heard it now. You heard it. And so we are just one call away. If you look at your screen on the third line view, you would see our phone numbers there. So we're just one call away. Wherever you are, just put a call through and we will attend to whatever need you have. So quickly, let's just jump on the question. I have one question here. Faisal says, hi, Emirates. He said, do we have any Emirates course available in Hull?
Hi, Faisal. No, unfortunately, we do not have Emirates courses available as yet. I know you are asking because on research courses, they can still bring their dependents to the UK. We do not have any provision like that. So unfortunately, we won't be able to help you.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. And I hope that was answered well. And again, another question is here from Omehani.
Hi, Omehani. Yes.
Yeah. So do you accept degree from Benin Republic?
Yes, we do. The one factor is from Benin Republic, every student will have to go through a compliance interview. Once we do the interview, and if you convince us that you are credible and you're going to the UK to study, and what are your plans? What are you going to do with this degree? What do you want to do? Then we definitely do accept the students from Benin Republic.
Okay, but is it every school in Benin Republic?
Yes, technically we do not have any restrictions.
Just few accredited ones. I said every school in Benin Republic or those accredited ones, because I know for this particular school, for QA, not every school in Benin Republic. It's just the accredited
No, we
ones.
do not. We don't mind. We don't mind. But every student has to go through certain interviews, and all their degrees and their documents are passed through an artificial intelligence support program to see if they're fine. But we do accept them. We do not have any problem with that.
Oh, okay, good. So the next question is, can I apply with my HND? This is Victoria.
Yes, Victoria, you can apply with HND. With HND, we need to have a combination of work experience, 2 or 3 years. But if you do not have a work experience, I suggest you get one. Once you have got the right work experience, we accept HND from Nigeria. We are really, really good.
For direct masters or for pre-masters or for which?
Direct masters. For direct masters at Hull London. There's no pre-masters at Hull London. It's only direct PG programs. And
right,
same is for Vincent. Yes, we do accept third class graduates to study MSc. All they need is to have three years of experience. For HND and for third class graduates, if you have a work experience, please come and speak to EN Global. They're going to work on your resume. They will collect your resume. They will collect your work reference letter, and then they'll apply to you. For us, we can accept those students.
Okay, but for the HND, what's the CGPA you're looking out for?
Well, it has to be above 50%, of course. The main exact entry requirement, it has to be above 50% and a combination of work experience, minimum three years.
Okay. The next question I have here, I think we had answered this one.
Yes, Mehani, we have a foundation program. So if somehow you are like unable to, first I suggest apply with us, apply with Hull London. If God forbid we say no to you, then you have options for a master's qualifying programs, and we can guide you to them.
All right, for Vincent, I think this question has been answered. Yes, for third class, they accept third class. Yeah, from Nigeria. And from Mayowa or Badina, so what's the turnaround time for application also, and what is the payment plan? after the initial
Turnaround time
process?
is 48 hours. We issue an offer letter in 48 hours. Sometimes when during the peak of the intake, it can be 4 days, but that's fine. I mean, I think even 4 days is very good. When you are asking about payment plans, so for Nigeria, we have got some very nice payment plans in place. We understand the currency situation and everything. And the question is, as far as Nigerian students keep abiding with the rules of payments, it's going to stay. If the Nigerian students are going to be a bit naughty, then will be a problem. But we still have it. We issue the cash letter at 4,000. A student has to pay 4,350, which is the registration fee and the initial deposit of the student. After that, they enroll in the course, and then they have to pay 2,500 or 2,200 every 2 months. So they'll have to pay 2,200 every 2 months, and they'll get 5 equal installment plans. So very, very nice plans for Nigerian students.
Very nice plans. Very nice plans. So Mika, do you accept HND for master's program?
Yes, we do accept HND for master's programs. Yes, like I said, with an experience of 3 years and plus, we do.
Okay. This is Happiness. He said, do you accept WAEC or NECO?
Yes, we accept WAEC and we accept NECO. And the best news is there is no expiry. We're not going to say, oh, if you have done it 5 years ago or 10 years ago, only then you are good at English. Otherwise, we think you are not. No, there is no expiry. There's nothing. Whenever you have done it, please come and submit it and you get an English test exemption.
So you mean for someone who has done a WAEC for 1960, it's okay?
Yeah, I think I would give them the benefit of being our oldest student at our campus. I think.
Okay. All right. So this one said, when is the payment deadline for May intake, and what is the payment plan?
So payment deadline is 15th of May. Yes, the payment deadline for May intake is 15th of May because we call it a May intake. The class will start on the 2nd of June. And we also have got 2 weeks of extension. So yeah, you tell everyone has lots of time. You have got till 15 May. 20th May.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. That's good. So what's the CAS deadline? Somebody asked that question.
20th of May.
Okay, that's good. So do you have, okay, I think the same question is coming again. Do you accept HND for direct masters?
We do accept HND for direct masters, but it has to be with a combination of work experience.
This person said
for students applying to do a top-up program, we do not have a top-up program, unfortunately.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah, we do not have, we only have direct postgrad for 1 year. We are working on top-up programs. We are working on bringing MSc Engineering Management. We are working on bringing MSc Healthcare Management. And we are also planning to bring LLM. So we will be having lots of other courses, but unfortunately, we are working on top-up. I really hope we need a top-up and we'll get it at some point of time.
Okay. All right. So one question from my end here. I'd like to talk a little bit about a little bit on the entry requirements, the required document, and the entry requirements.
The entry requirements, are you talking about only Nigeria or are you talking about overall entry requirements?
Let's start with Nigeria first.
Technically, okay, let me give it to you as a blanket approach, right? For every nationality who is watching us or who are clients for EN Global, every student has to have 60% or 2.2 CGPA, equivalent of 60% or 2.2 CGPA, a 3-year or a 4-year bachelor program. So if any student has 60% or 2.2 CGPA in a 3-year or 4-year bachelor program, they can come and join us. There are some nationalities. Your Indian and Pakistani colleagues would know. There are some nationalities where the countries provide 2 years of bachelors. In that case, if they have 2 years of bachelors and 2 years of masters, local masters, then we can also accept them.
That's good. That's clear enough. All right. So what can you say about Can you just talk a little bit on living expense?
I mean, living expense is the same. It's 1430 nowadays for UK from UKVI for London. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So the livings is the same. We also like to give our students a bit of more liberty, I must say, where the classes are only twice a week. So if they want to live some place which is 1 hour away on a train ride or a bus drive for them, they can. So all they need to do is get up really early in the morning on a Monday or early morning. They can come, join the classes at campus. For the night, they can crash with one of their classmates or their cousins or anyone living in London. The second day, they attend the class and then they can go back home. Most students are doing it, but then they try to find some villages or living accommodation somewhere around London, which is 1 hour, 1.5 hours. For students from Nigeria and from South Asia, I think traveling from home to our campus, 1 hour, 1.5 hours is normal. It's regular. It's not something big. Am I correct, Victor?
Yeah, very correct. Very correct.
Yeah. So 1.5 hour, 1 hour drive or a train ride is fine. So students can live within London, or if they want to live a bit far away from London, it shouldn't be more than 2 hours of train or 2 hours of drive. I don't recommend it more than that, because otherwise they miss their morning classes. Attendance is very important. It's compulsory. If their attendance is low, UKVI wants us to remove them from the course and they terminate the visa. So please, everyone, one of the most important things that we need to talk about and we need to discuss is, if you are coming to the UK to study, attendance is very important. You need to make sure, if you are investing so much money into it, you need to get something out of that course. So attendance is an important part of your visa, and it's an important part of your student journey as
well. All right. Thank you very much for that one. Sorry, I just got one question from Facebook here. This is from Roots. So she said, is there any payment plan on enrollments?
Like I said, 4,000 for cash, and we offer students at least 2 months for the next installment plan. So and this is only for Nigeria, student from Nigeria and Ghana. This is not for everyone. Yeah. So Nigerian students, please, this is a very, very good thing for you. And I always encourage all the students to make the payments on time. I tell them, if you don't pay on time now, the rest of the students coming behind you are going to suffer. So right now we have got 5 installment plans, nothing on arrival, 4,000 for cash.
Yes, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. And please, what can you say? What can you tell us on the campus and campus environment and the amenities, like the library, the campus environments? You know, what it is like for international students. Like, what do they enjoy?
The campus. Anybody who has been to London, they would know London doesn't have big places or big spaces. Even if you go and get a hotel room in London, it's going to be so little as compared to Nigeria. It's like equivalent to the bathroom in Nigeria hotel, right? So London is a very, very, very saturated place. It's everything is very little, very small. So London, I'm not going to say it's a big campus with big football fields and cricket grounds, nothing like that. In London, you don't get that.
Big gym center.
We have gym, but we do not have big setup. So we are based in Bloomsbury Square. Bloomsbury Square is called the academic hub of London. About 8 universities share space there. So your students will be rubbing shoulders with students from King's College who pay around 32,000 pounds for their degree, who get to have coffee with students of UCL and SOAS and King's College and all those big places. So my point is, those who are paying large money to study into those campuses, our students are using the same cafes and the same floors and the same everything. So I must say, it's not about campus. PG is all about experience. PG is all about what you learn to do on the job, how you handle the cultural shock, and how you gel into the new culture and the life. So we might not have a very big campus. In September, we are moving into a very bigger, better campus. But for May, it's a small facility, but with lots of opportunities, lots of help. We might be small in facility, but we are big in help, support, and opportunities.
Wow, wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Javeria, I really enjoyed my time with you today.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed my time with you today, and I'm very sure that every other person out there watching online, they have a handful of information right now with everything you've dished out today. I really want to appreciate your time. So for the viewers out there, this is Whole London for you, and this is EN Global for you. So if you've been working with us before now, this is just to show you that we do not just say we have these people, we have them. Yeah, these are the people we work with, and these are well-accredited universities in the UK. We have them, and we are willing to accept you to work for you. And the school, Whole London, is also there, willing to, anytime, any day, to give you just every service they can render. So if you're out there and you're still thinking if to start, now is the best time. You heard what I said. This privilege of having the payment plan for Nigerians, other countries like Ghana and US does not have it. So, like what you just said now, the earlier the better for you. You have to be on your 10 toes to partake in this wonderful opportunity that's been given to Nigerians. I think you guys love Nigerians so much for you to have given us that kind of opportunity.
Well, I must say, it's always a pleasure meeting Nigerian students. I do try to go to campus and catch up with a few of your students. It's always a pleasure. Coming to Nigeria is coming back home right now. So thank you very much. It is, and like I said, I will do whatever is in my capacity as Associate Director at Cambridge Education Group covering Nigeria for University of Hull London Studies Centre. Installment plans, nice scholarships, WAEC and NACO accepted without any expiry, 2.2 CGPA, HND accepted with work experience, Benin Republic is fine. Guys, I think I should be the most famous and favorite person for Nigerian students right now. So we are really keen to welcome more of you. We have very, very great and amazing student body coming in from Nigeria ever since the 1 year we have launched it. We are recruiting really well from Nigeria. I love working with Nigerian students. They are very down to earth, very humble, very ambitious. They've got the fire in them. It's always very good. And I'm now trying to lobby with the new students coming in from Nigeria to create a society for Nigerian students in the campus, so we can do some nice events. We can play some African drums and just bring some Nigerian culture into the UK and London, particularly.
Very well, thank you. That's great. That's great. So let's keep the document rolling in. You can call the numbers on the top line view there. Send in the documents. Let's start working for you immediately. Whole London is waiting for you. Yeah, and Javeria too is waiting for you. You can go if you want to see her. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and we hope to have this again.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Victor, for having me. A big thanks to EN Global for it. And every student, if they are listening right now, if anybody wants to have a chat with me, if you want to have one-on-one counseling session with me, feel free to speak with EN Global and they can arrange it for you within 1 or 2 days' time. I work very closely with them, and I'm looking forward to host a lot of you at Hull London, inshallah.
Thank you.